Joining us, and how have you found your time in London this week?
Gorgeous so far, yeah.
Yeah, did all the walking and sightseeing. It's my first time in London, so I did all the historical sites. Thank you. It's lovely, it's beautiful. We saw a show in the West End. I walked around the National Gallery, saw a bunch of art. It's lovely, and yeah, just so happy to be here.
Yeah, you went to the Globe yesterday.
Yes, I walked outside of it.
Wow!
Yeah, because they have timed tours, and I wanted to pack in as much sightseeing as possible, and I was like, this is going to take too long.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
Yes, and I thought it was the original Globe. It is the third one, because they can't seem to keep them up.
No.
But I did go to the site of the original one, which was really, really cool.
If they burned down, they call that global warming. Yeah.
Too soon and too real.
And is that something I'd imagine that you don't expect that when you're in the booth recording for your games and things like that. The last thing you ever expect is that you can be sat on a stage here in London talking about them all those many months, years later.
Absolutely.
It's very surreal,
I can't believe what a turn. If you had told me when I was starting voiceover in 2010 that one day your characters will be popular enough that people would want to meet you in overseas,
travel around the world,
and they would
they
would cosplay as your characters. I would have thought you were absolutely mad, as you would say here.
Look at them assimilating.
Yeah, I'm assimilating. But yeah, it's been really cool. I feel like for me personally, it's like been a twist in my career.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I got cast as and reported for Yoemia, it was during the pandemic, and I was living back home with my mom in Nevada, in Boulder City, Nevada. So to go from there, recording in her walk-in closet, to being in London with my friends, meeting fans is pretty surreal. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm so much more used to either being in the booth or being on stage as somebody else, as a character, doing improv or comedy or something like that. So being up here as myself.
As Griffin Puatu.
Yeah, I don't know about this,
You can
but
be Griffin
we can.
We can switch places.
We've been confused
Oh my
for
gosh.
each other at recording studios many times.
And with payments, and with bookings,
and paperwork.
Yes. No. I can tell you a quick little story. Just 2 months ago, I got an email like, "Hey Griffin, are you available for this commercial on Thursday?" And I said, "Yes, I am available." And then I heard nothing. And then on Wednesday, I go, "Hey, what happened with the commercial?" "Oh, we're so sorry. That was for Griffin Puatu."
The worst of it was that was our agent. So
I
our
know.
agent
Wow. That was
confused us.
bad. That's really bad.
That's a
The
bad
worst one is when Griffin got married. She was like, wait, which one are you?"
Wait, no, I want the brown hair. I was like, what?
Oh, we already did the paperwork. It was awkward.
Just out of curiosity.
So wait, am I married? No.
Do you still have the same agent after that? I suppose that's pretty much it. You're confusing.
I was thinking of leaving after that happened.
So how did you then come on to get your roles then in the Hoyoverse in Honko Star Rail? And then...
Yeah, we all got auditions.
We had a fight to the death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's metaphorically.
You seen Squid Games?
Yes.
It was like that. Yeah, there were more voice actors before. They're gone now.
There were a sea of people who sounded exactly like us, and well, we don't know where they are now.
We like to think they're in a better place.
I'm sure they would like to think that too,
Yeah.
but they can't.
Auditions. Yeah. I always feel bad whenever that question's asked because I want there to be like a more interesting answer. It's like, I went on a very involved quest involving a wizard and a frog of prophecy, but it's like, I read some words in my closet.
We
pretty much,
received an email with a description of a character, some lines, sometimes if they're nice, a picture.
Ooh.
And sometimes it's and sometimes it's code named and switched up, and you just kind of roll with it. For Sunday, the description I got was a cult leader. So that's where I started.
So he went method.
I
started a cult.
Well, I went up to the Pacific Northwest and just wandered the woods until I found one, and it didn't take that long. It must have been 5 minutes.
It was a chipmunk cult, but still.
But still,
it
it got me into the character, and now I'm here. But yeah.
Yeah, we get a lot of chipmunks, like bring him acorns all the time. It's a lot of wins. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to share all commissions I make off of Sunday with the school
him.
cult.
Yeah.
It's rough.
I got mine. I had a picture. I felt very fancy. My audition had a picture. It was a fake name. I think it was a fake name for the project too, but I had a feeling what it was because I was a big Genshin fan prior to that. And I remember reading for her, and it was like a packet of like all the Inazuma characters, and so I read for pretty much all the women. And Yoimiya, I like all of them. I was really stressed out because I wanted to book Genshin really, really badly. And so for all of them, I like spent hours on each character, and then for Yoimiya, I did like 2 takes, and I was like, I don't know. For some reason, that just feels. I feel like I'm done. I don't know what else to do with this girl, and that's the one I ended up booking. So I think that she really chose me at the end of the day.
That's cool. I just same auditioned. I may have read for 2 different Genshin characters. I cannot remember exactly which ones, other than Child, of course.
Jean and Barbara.
Yeah, it was Paimon.
Paimon, yes.
Yeah, I just recorded in my booth, and I think I recorded my audition maybe right before COVID happened or something. I think it was around that time, and I forgot about the audition, to be honest. And then several weeks later, maybe a month or 2 later, I got an email saying I booked it. And again, didn't think too much about it because we're always auditioning, and we're all fortunate that we work pretty frequently on different projects. So I just was like, okay, cool, another video game, that's great. But then it became this huge game and hugely popular. And
now we're in England.
Now we're here in England. But yeah, that's it.
And did they give you any information other than the fact that they're cold leader? But did they give you any other kind of notes on what they were looking for in the voices for each of you, or did you just ad lib?
Oh gosh, off the top of my head, I can't exactly remember. Sometimes auditions will give you very specific voice notes, or like we wanted to kind of feel like this actor or this character from this movie or so on and so forth.
Sometimes they'll give us like Chinese references too.
Yeah, so for this game, it's done in another language first, so we'll have that audio to kind of reference and kind of be like, oh, this is sort of the voice type that they're casting for. So that's a good way to know, like, oh, I'll read for this character. Maybe not. This is not going to be the one that works out. But it all sort of depends. And again, Griffin's audition was, 5 years ago? Yeah. Mine would have been a year and a half ago, and then yours would have been like 2-3 years ago?
4 years.
Oh, the Honkai one would have been 4 years.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
no, Genshin would have been 4
The
years.
Genshin, sorry.
Honkai was, 2-3 years ago. Time's weird, gang.
Yeah, our days consist of click on PDF, scroll, no, click away, click another PDF, okay, maybe, click away, click,
my agent frantically being like, you forgot to sign this DocuSign. I'm like, oh
yeah,
God!
And then about to start an audition, and then going, crap, I gotta sign paperwork, and getting out of that email into another email, so we don't always remember exactly what we see. But part of the fun is we get the final product, and we can be like, yeah, there we go.
Like, I did a thing! Wow.
Yeah, there's a big gap of time often between when we audition, book it, and then when it comes out.
Yeah.
I mean, and with like original animation for American television, it's sometimes like 2-3 years, and so you'll forget, and then it comes out and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm 3 years older, and I was so excited about this.
I was so innocent back then. I knew not of the world.
But it is a big gap of time, and there'll be moments in your career where you're like, oh my gosh, I have all these things coming out, and they were all done from a while
years
ago,
and you were like, I forgot I did this.
Yeah.
That was in my pre-Chickmon cult days.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
And for each of you then, I mean, how would you manage, because one of the popular misconceptions is about voice actors that you just go in and record your lines and that's it. But what is becoming more and more obvious now is that that's not just it. You've got to be your own business, you've got to be your own, promote yourself. And how have you kind of all managed to deal with that aspect of it?
By doing my best.
For me, I really took to social media kind of when some of my characters started to take off in popularity. So like, TikTok's been really big for me. We almost lost TikTok recently in America, and then apparently it was back in 15 hours.
Some nonsense happened.
Yeah. But I used that.
You make it sound like a surgery went wrong, but then
we
right at the last second.
We almost lost her.
Right, we almost lost it.
But she pulled through.
Yeah.
And now Mr. Beast might be buying it. Who knows what's going to happen next?
Who knows?
God bless.
But yeah, it is a business. I mean, I think we're all probably, I can speak on behalf of everyone, that we're all passionate about what we do. We all like it. It's an art form that's fun and creative.
I was really hoping you were going to be, I think I can speak on all of our behalfs that we're all named Griffin. And I'm like,
almost. Maybe, is your middle name Griffin? Or?
My first name's Griffin. It's just pronounced Jenny.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, anyway. Where was I? I don't remember.
TikTok.
Social media.
Yeah, just like I think we all like enjoy the art of it, but there is the business side of it. It is, you are self-employed and you're your own brand, and so no one will promote more for you than yourself.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, social media is a huge part of our jobs, which, you know, for better or for worse, it can be sometimes a lot of fun, and other times it can be completely maddening. But yeah, there's so much to do. There's, you know, like I suddenly came into the position of like, I have people who work for me now, like my agent, and so, like my agents and my manager, and I have like an accounting team because numbers scare the hell out of me. And so around tax time, I'm like, do it! I don't know. And then I cry for a while, and then I sign some paperwork, so it's great. Yeah, that's how taxes work in America, is that you just cry for a while and pray.
And then sleep on April 15th.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it's wild being, because it really isn't just acting, it's mostly paperwork and figuring things out in emails and getting an email and being like, oh god, I have to respond to that email.
Like many other jobs.
Yeah.
do you feel like you have like administrative days where you're just like, okay, let's do some invoice, or let's fill out our paperwork, and I don't know.
I do Griffin P. Sorry. We also do voice directing too, and so there's also invoicing that we have to do on that behalf and be like, okay, we have to track our hours, we have to send in invoices, like, okay, like make sure everything's fine, and then check your calendar, and you're like, oh god. And then
Boring stuff.
Yeah.
So we're going to open the questions out to you, lovely people like this. If you have a question for any of our panelists, please, the two microphones are there, but do get up and ask away. But there's a lot of time that you're spending when you're doing your work that's kind of solitary. How do you kind of keep up your mental health during those periods, especially?
Straight jackets mostly.
Yeah, good.
I think that's the opposite of keeping up.
No, I think that's good. It's healthcare. It gives them a nice little hug. It's like a weighted blanket.
It's challenging. I think it's really hard when you're self-employed and you have to create your own schedule. It's completely up to you. So for me, I need to work out. So I run. I've been running pretty consistently. I try
From
from this.
Oh,
from the thoughts.
okay.
But then you know what happens is when you're running, you think even more.
Yeah.
But it's good for your body. It feels good. But yeah, working out for me, I like to connect with my friend group or whatever. And I don't know. What do you?
I hang out with my cats a lot.
Yeah, animals.
I have a sleep disorder, so I take a lot of naps. I have to, otherwise the body stops working. So I do a lot of that. Keeping in contact with my friends via like text and calls and hanging out when I have the energy to, things of that nature. Griffin, now it's your turn.
It's a lot of different things. I mean, it's creating boundaries in your life between your work life and your personal life. It's being very disciplined, being very good to yourself, and like really just focusing on your health and then like the health of everything around you, the things you come into contact with, having a good relationship with that, those people, the space you live in, and the things you have in your life. And that's, that can be a lot. And work can get in the way of that very much if it becomes super, super busy. So for me, it's just having clear ins and outs, where it's like, again, other jobs, you have an employer, you have a place that you go, you clock in, you clock out. When you're doing this, like, you are running your own business, so you're your own boss. So you have to be like, this is when I clock in, this is when I clock out. And the better I've gotten about doing that, the happier and more rested and healthier I have been. Because it's really just all on you. And then just being surrounded by a good support system, whether that's friends or family.
Chipmunk colds.
They're always there, chittering away.
And the walls.
We've had to have discussions like, out there, not in here.
It's boundaries.
It's boundaries, going back to boundaries. But yeah.
Anyways, your question.
We're going to start off with this person here.
Hi, so I've actually got my little brother on FaceTime because he's a massive Sunday fan.
Oh! Hi!
And he wanted to ask if you've got any building tips.
Building tips? Oh, for the teams? Oh, great question. Roblox. I am back in 1.0. So, yeah, could not tell you. Sunday should be in there, unless they've patched him to be not as good as he is, in which case I understand if you switch him out. I will take it personally, but
you only have to see me right now, so that's okay. No, unfortunately, I don't have any advice. I'm sorry.
I believe one of my favorite YouTubers is Sevi Plays. She's a friend of mine, and she always has a lot of really good guides. So I would suggest checking out Sevi Plays.
Go over to this side.
My question's for Griffin 1.0.
Which one is that?
That's me, I think.
Okay.
Sorry, I saw your story, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Is British Tartaglia really haunting you?
British Tartaglia is everything I've ever wanted to be.
So he's haunting you, but you like it?
Yes, exactly. It's a welcome
It's
ghost.
consensual. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the movie Ghost.
I wish I could do some more British child in game. I mean, not that I ever have in game, but you know, I just want to say, hey girlie, hold still. Real proper, like, you know.
Slyly sneak it in there and hope that they put it in.
Would be great. And remember, comrade, one day you will conquer the world. And my ginger heart.
I'm sensing a
Are
whole
you
new
okay?
No.
I'm sensing a whole new dub version now.
Let's redub it. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna go to this side.
British child is exempt from this question. I know that some of you did your lines a long while ago, some years maybe, but do you happen to remember any particular lines that you found particularly difficult, either emotionally or to pronounce or anything?
Liua.
Yeah.
Liua. And yeah, so with the Genshin cast, we have Hoyoverse on the line with us at all times. And so if you mispronounce Liua, they will tell you how you mispronounce Liua. And they will keep making you pronounce Liua as many times as it takes, and they will not let go. Also, Yoimiya, she doesn't speak in lines, she speaks in like 5-paragraph essays. And so that was something that I came across where it would be like, I just had to keep the breath control of it, because if I stopped mid-sentence, it sounded crazy. And so it was just me like holding my breath and being like, libraries are for now, but friends are forever, and also this, and also that, and also that.
Yeah, Sunday is also not short for words. And I have found throughout my career that I am apparently just hired to give exposition. And this is many of my characters. This is Naoto in Tokyo Revengers. This is Dohalim in Tales of Arise. Every character, and I mean every character I get cast as, I expect there to be walls of text and places and names and things. It's allowed me to then go on to do audiobooks for fantasy and sci-fi because I just see a wall of text and I just go bap, 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 and then it's like, was that good? It was good? Great. So yeah. That's exactly. Yeah, dog of wisdom.
Yeah.
But is there a particularly difficult one? Emotionally, I think 2.7 update for Honkai Star Rail. It's all of it's Sunday saying goodbye. So none of them were difficult, but they definitely were like emotionally rich. Saying goodbye to Robin was a big scene, and then I really like my favorite scene from that update is the last scene with 1 week, the little Pepeshi that's been following him around. So yeah.
I think you both answered that one well. I don't have too much to add.
You mispronounce girly a lot.
Yeah, right. No, but Liua,
Yeah.
I still don't know it.
I still don't, I'm not confident.
That was tricky. And then any paragraph, like with Genshin, unlike some other games, there would be like big chunky like paragraphs, and they'll just sometimes the director would be like casually like, just give us 3 in a row of that, and I'm like.
That is 1,000 words, Chris.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna mess this up.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah. Thanks for your question.
We're gonna go to this side.
So my question is about cosplay, because your 3 characters are loved a lot by the community, cosplay as well. And I was just wondering what your thoughts and opinions are when you see your character in real life on a person.
It's the coolest thing ever. Are you kidding me? I freak out. Every time I see a UME cosplayer at any convention, I'm always like, I need to take a picture for my story, because like I want to keep it for my own memory. Because I remember like when I started out, like more than anything, I was like, it'd be so cool if someone cosplayed my character one day. And so every time it happens, I never try and take it for granted.
I'm always curious how the Sunday cosplayers will have the halo up, what the mechanism will be. I'm looking at you right now, and all I'm wondering is how. And congratulations. And great work.
Congratulations. Mazel tov, even.
Mazel tov. Yeah. I've seen some interesting contraptions, but yeah.
It's awesome. It's kind of an honor, you know. So I think I've seen 20 childs today, maybe more. I don't know.
Children.
A pack of children.
When they're together, it's called a preschool. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
And we have a question over this side.
Hi. You're all obviously very good at voicing your own characters, but do you think you could give us an impression of any other character of your choice?
Hey, girly.
Hold still.
Here. Me Razor. Me Wolf Boy. Me hungry and lonely.
Yeah, those are his lines.
Good
Those are all of his canon lines. He nailed it, bud.
Oh, we're gonna go over this story.
Hi, I was just wondering, how do you get into voice acting? Because I always wanted to do it and I have no idea where to start. So I'm wondering if you have any suggestions for me.
It kind of depends. There's a lot of ways. And in the UK, it's probably very particular. It's agents and particular studios, and it's a smaller space. It's a little hard. But we live in the digital age. The internet exists, and what's great about that is audio equipment is very inexpensive. The barrier to entry is a lot cheaper. It's just a matter of how much time you invest on the front end. So there are a ton of communities online. There's YouTube videos, there's websites. On how to be a voice actor, and so many resources. Start there, find Discord servers and channels and groups and people, ask a ton of questions, watch your favorite voice actors, watch your favorite actors as well from television and stuff.
Voice Acting Mastery.
Voice Acting Mastery by Crispin Freeman. Tons of voice actors with D. Bradley Baker, Crispin Freeman, they all do podcasts and websites and how-tos. Yuri Lowenthal wrote a book, he just updated it recently.
Debbie Derry also wrote a book. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then from there it's just you can find a ton of auditions online. Indie animation, indie video games. You can sort by paid. When you're starting out, you want to have a demo reel. That's essentially like your portfolio. It's a 1 minute audio thing where it's about. I do like 6 characters, 10 seconds each. That's give or take, and then strongest stuff first, and then kind of switch it up down the line. That's how you stand out when you have no work to point to, and you go, "Hi, I'm a voice actor. Here's my demo reel. Here's what I can do," and you reach out through those different forums and audition sites. Start there, and then the more questions you have, just ask questions of people who are doing it. It's not straightforward. It can be very difficult and daunting. So make sure that you're just on it, and that's something you really want to do. And maybe it's just something you want to do as a hobby, which then great. But if you want to, the more you go down, I think the more you'll know that no, I really want to do this, or I don't know, this is not really for me. And just be honest with yourself about that. And that's the best I could probably say about it.
Griffin nailed it. There's nothing I can add to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Good job.
Okay, so we go to the next question.
Other than the characters you've obviously voiced yourself in Hoyoverse, do you have any other favourite characters? I'm just really curious.
In Hoyoverse?
Just in general, like in Hoyoverse, just other than the characters you've voiced.
In Hoyoverse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, favorite characters.
I'm a big fan of Arataki Ito. I love him. He's my husbando. I also love Klee. She's just I imagine her as Yoimiya's spiritual little sister. I loved when they got to hang out. I thought it was so cute.
He's my favourite character.
Yeah, and I also love Farina. I think Farina's just fun.
There's something about Aventurine.
Oh.
That's been left unfinished, and I think I should stop looking at me like that. You know what I mean. And I don't mean it in that way.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I'm curious to see where their story goes. Or his story. Aventurine's story. And Sunday's. Aventurine.
Yeah. I like Razor. I like Tooser. I like Timmy. And
Timmy.
I like D-Luke. That's about it.
Good job, Griffins.
Yeah.
left on either side. Poor Jenny to be in the center of this.
I'm on a griffin sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm in hell. Next question.
Hi. If you would get the chance, would you be willing to voice in the other Hoyo games?
Some of us already have.
Yeah.
Some voice actors were very lucky to voice in all three.
Oh, that's right. There's 3 now. I forgot.
What's the third?
Zenless Zone Zero.
Oh, no.
That just flows off the tongue so well too.
Uh-huh.
Then the Zone Zero does look really cool. I'd love to be in that. I am in Genshin. I play a very important character named Jack, part of the Adventurers Guild. It's a great day to go flying. If you're ever walking in Mondstadt, you've seen me. Good. So I'm just happy he's there. And apparently he goes on more adventures that are unvoiced. But yeah, no, it's great.
Which is weirdly also still voiced by Griffin.
Yeah. But so I am in Genshin, and then I was also actually in Honkai before Sunday came out. I played a smaller, known character, and the name escapes me. So, yeah, that's exactly it. But no, it'd be super cool to voice. Zenless of Zero looks really, really cool, so that'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. I think as voice actors, we're always, we don't get to choose exactly what our roles are. They kind of choose us, because we're constantly auditioning. So as long as it is pays appropriately and is something that not against my morals or whatever, I'm down to work on it. So yeah, I'd be stoked to be in other Hoyo games.
I'm in all 3.
Is the only voice actor. The only actor I know is Alejandro Saab that voices in all 3.
That's cool.
And Jenny Okubori.
Thank you.
Who's that?
I don't know, some girl.
I meant Alana. I'm kidding.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you very much.
I think we, yeah.
Hello.
I have a question. So I kind of have 2. One of them's quite short though. Favorite role each of you have done?
Like ever out of all our work.
Yeah. What's your favorite that each of you's done?
I can't pick. They're like my kids.
Hard to pick. Right now, Sunday is my favorite because the story's not over, so there's more to work on. So yeah.
I'm just gonna pick something outside of anime for now. I'm proud to voice Prank in a Batwheels. It's like a DC show. It's on Cartoon Network and stuff, and he's essentially the Joker's van.
I did see that you were doing that.
Yeah, so that's been fun for me.
We spoke, and you know that I follow you quite closely.
Oh, cool. And then Ken and Barbie. I'm in the Barbie show. I love being able to do that after doing Genshin.
The longer sort of question is, if all of your characters fought, who do you think would win?
Ooh.
Like, of our own characters or like our Hoyoverse
Oh,
characters?
our Hoyoverse.
Like each of your...
Like Yoimiya, Shuei, Sunday, and Child.
Or just like people you voiced individually, however you want to interpret.
Oh, okay.
I think Cinnamoroll would win.
Yeah.
He's a pacifist, and I think he would just kind of be like, he would like get distracted and fly away, and he'd come back, he's like, oh no.
Out of the sea of characters I voiced, who would come out on top of the Squid Game situation?
Or a fight to the death.
Yeah, Louis would make it halfway, but die. Any actual confrontation, dead. He'd be sneaky, he'd form a group, he'd put powerful people around him, but once they're dead, die. Sunday has a chance. I played a character in Gundam, unless if he has the Gundam, he's got a shot, but probably not. Bosch from Street Fighter, spoiler alert, doesn't make it in the game, so any of the characters that don't make it in the projects they're from, they're
disqualified.
Yeah, hard to say. No, I'm sorry. Spitz from WarioWare.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah. His taxi can drive through space, so he's got some otherworldly cartoon shenanigan powers. So I think he'll win.
Maybe Akira Fudo from Devilman Crybaby.
No, absolutely.
He would win.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Thank you.
Super cool. Thank you so much.
Hello. Jenny, who do you voice in Zenless Zero?
I can't officially announce because of the strike, but a few people online have already guessed. There have been a few things where they're like, that sounds like Jenny Okubori, and I was like, I can't tell you, but you're right.
Thank you. And if you guys play either Genshin or Honkai Star Rail, who do you mean in
Yoing Mia.
I'm still in 1.0, so no main.
The Traveler.
The Traveler, yes. Female Traveler.
Last I played, I had like D-Luke, Child, Amber, Razor, something like that.
Oh, Razor.
Razor.
He's always there for you.
Razor. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hiya, I'm a massive Tales of Arise fan. And Doherty was my favorite character, so I'm so happy to speak to him now.
Awesome.
I don't know how long ago you recorded the lines for him, but did anything really stick out for you voicing him and just the Tales game in general?
Oh, yeah.
It's been going on for so long now.
I mean, it's probably the most hours I have put into a character recording. It's 20 to 30 plus. I'm sure Sunday will eventually eclipse that, but until then, yeah, no, totally. I know every inch of that character, front to back, and because you spend so much time. But yeah, but the way he talks about music and his friends, his past, it really sticks with me. But yeah.
Okay, we have 40 seconds.
40
seconds.
Well, we're going to try and we're going to have to only do well, we'll try the 3 of you, but then that's it, so no more.
Okay, I'll try and make this quick. I just want to know, like, with the characters you voice in Hoyoverse, Jenny, you can pick. Is there any part of them that like resonates with you, like on a personal level, or any?
Yeah, a lot of it. Sunday's struggle with his beliefs and who he is and how he's leaving that behind. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, Yoing Mia, I used to be a pirate technician before I became a voice actor. Like, that was my first job in Los Angeles.
That is awesome.
Yeah, before I became a voice actor, I worked with fireworks at the Hollywood Bowl. I also had a disabled father that I helped take care of, and I'm also Japanese, so yes, I also, yeah.
Child's a silly guy, I'm a silly guy.
He's a silly guy. Okay, next question.
Okay, next question, let's go.
Me and my friend, we started a cult for Sunday, and Griffin has already joined it. I wanted to ask you guys if he would also like to join.
Hi. So, you want to sign up for a cult?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'll take the literature, but I'm not sure.
Thank you. Okay.
Are there any characters you've looked at, characters you don't voice, and like, I could kill?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And in the deepest, darkest parts of our hearts. But we.
I will, out of respect for other actors, I will not say who, but yes.
Yeah.
We always feel that way. Yeah.
Totally.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, there we go. That is all the time we have with our brilliant panelists today. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a huge round of applause.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think we'll all be at our booths.
Yeah. So they're going to be doing a boost down on the main stage.
Can I take a quick selfie with you guys?
Yeah. Everyone stand up then. Come on, everyone get on your feet as well. Don't be lazy now.